5 psychological tricks that make people crave your presence. What if I told you there are psychological triggers so powerful, so mind-altering, they can make anyone crave your presence, miss you when you're gone, and obsess over everything you say? Now imagine walking into a room, not saying much, and yet somehow all eyes find you. You leave a conversation, and hours later, they're still thinking about you. How? In a world drowning in noise, where everyone's trying to be seen and heard, being the one who leaves a psychological imprint, that's rare. But that's exactly what I'm going to show you today. Not by being fake, not by putting on some mask, but by activating deep, primal triggers hardwired into the human brain. These aren't party tricks. They're psychological tools of power, used by world-class communicators, magnetic personalities, and high-level leaders. But here's the warning. If you misuse them, they will backfire. So if you're ready to become the person they can't stop thinking about, stay with me till the end, because trick number 5 is the one that makes you unforgettable. 1. The reverse highlight effect. You've been told to show your best side. Lead with your wins. Flaunt your highlights. Wrong. The truth. People don't obsess over perfection. They obsess over contrast, over depth, over realness. That's why the reverse highlight effect works like magic. Instead of leading with your success, you reveal a small, real, human flaw first. Then, drop the strength. Example. They ask, "So what do you do?" You say, "Honestly, I dropped out of college twice. It took me a while to figure things out, but then I discovered something that finally clicked. And that's what I do now." Boom. Vulnerability first, power second. The contrast hits harder. Psychologists call this the pratfall effect. It makes people trust you, admire you, remember you. This works on dates, in interviews, on stage, anywhere you want to make an impression that sticks. 2. The mirror and delay technique. This one, quiet, invisible, but it's psychological seduction at its finest. People are drawn to what feels familiar, but most mess it up by mirroring too quickly. It feels fake. Here's what you do instead. Step 1. Observe. Let the other person set the rhythm, their tone, their posture, their vibe. Step 2. After 2 to 3 minutes, begin to subtly reflect their energy. Step 3. Use the delayed verbal mirror. When they say something emotional, don't respond immediately. Wait, let the silence breathe. Then echo their emotion with your own twist. Example. They say, "I've been so exhausted lately." After a pause, you say, "That kind of mental fatigue. Yeah, I know that feeling. It wears you down." That pause, it hits deep, because most people rush to reply. You resonate. 3. Controlled absence. Here's the truth no one tells you. Desire doesn't grow in presence. It grows in absence. After an electric conversation or connection, most people try to keep it going. They flood with texts. Stay constantly available. You pull back, strategically. Don't ghost. Don't disappear forever, but give them time to miss the emotional high you gave them. Create space. Let the silence echo. And watch curiosity turn to obsession. The subconscious anchor. You want to live in someone's mind. Become an emotional anchor. Every time you interact, use a signature phrase or a gesture that's uplifting, inspiring, or just uniquely you. Example. You know what I love about moments like this. Then share something meaningful or fun. Eventually, whenever they hear those words, even from someone else, they think of you. You've linked yourself to a feeling. And that's how you become unforgettable. 5. Future pacing fantasy, the most powerful one. Now listen carefully. This technique doesn't just influence the now. It implants you in someone's future. It's called future pacing, and here's how it works. While talking, you casually paint a vision, something adventurous, emotional, or meaningful, but in the future, with you in it. Imagine a weekend where we disappear into the mountains. No signal, no noise, just peace. You've now placed yourself in their dreams, in their long-term vision. And the brain? It doesn't separate fantasy from reality. They start imagining you, not just in the moment, but in their life. That's long-term imprinting. That's emotional seduction. That's influence at the deepest level. These aren't just psychological tricks. They're keys to attention, to connection, to power. Use them with intention. Use them wisely, and you'll become the person they can't forget, even if they tried. But this is just the beginning. If you want to master your influence, your presence, and your mind, subscribe to Mind Matters, because here we don't just talk mindset. We teach mental warfare. You can scroll past this, or you can level up. Your power starts here. Choose wisely.